Good morning, Flosstube friends. It is January 30th. We are almost to the end of the first month of this new year. Welcome back. I am so happy to be back, and I honestly cannot tell you where 4 months went. That's how long it's been since I've shown you anything on this channel, and I do apologize. Life happens, as we all say, and I cannot even begin to tell you what's been going on for these last 4 months, but our stitching always carries us through, and I am thrilled to say hello again and to see what happens with this channel. I've been doing a lot of heart searching, I guess, and sometimes it feels that I don't have nearly enough to show you, and especially with all the floss tubers on YouTube now who have content that is beyond my imagining. I'm happy to be here. We have just thawed from the ice storm that came through Texas and then went across the southeast and up the east coast. My heart still goes out to those who have suffered the worst of this storm, those in Tennessee, our home state of Mississippi, especially Oxford, Mississippi. We only had sleet and some snow, and since we never lost power, we stayed in and we were fine, but we could not get out because our driveway was a ski ramp. I don't know what else to describe it as. Solid sleet, frozen. But we're out now and sunshine is out. As you can tell, I had to close those blinds because the sun was coming right in, but I'm so happy to see it. I hope you are warm and well wherever this finds you, and welcome. If you're an old viewer and a subscriber, I miss you, and I hope I'll be back again soon. If you happen to be new to this channel, welcome. I'm a grandmother, a proud mother of a large family, and am now retired from 15 years of work in libraries. Before that, I was an educator, but cross-stitch has been and continues to be my favorite hobby other than reading and my therapy. So let's jump right in. You didn't come to hear about me. You came to see some stitching. Please let me hear from you as to what you're up to. So I have a new start and a finish, and while I'm showing you that, I'm also going to show you an old finish that is going to the framers at the same time as the new start. So I'll show you the old one first. I cannot find my box, but this is Bothy Threads, and it was the kit that we brought back from our trip to Scotland and England in October because of the beautiful daffodils. It wasn't October, it was April. Let's get our brain going. Not important. Loved the daffodil, the bird, the bee, and the ladybug. And this is on that speckled Ada that Bothy Threads uses so well. So this is definitely going to be framed in time for our spring here. And I'll do my best to find the title of that piece in case anyone is interested. It was purchased, I believe, at John Lewis. Yes, John Lewis in Edinburgh. Yes. Okay, my new start and new finish came back with me from our trip to England in November, December, where we have a new grandbaby, sweet granddaughter. That was a hard situation to leave, let me tell you. But we found this kit at John Lewis in London. It is one of the wonderful kits by Historical Sampler Company, and it is called Holly Christmas Patchwork. So I started work on this while we were still traveling because it was right at Christmas time. And guys, just last week during the storm, I have a finish. Everything was provided by the kit. This is a green Ada, not sure what size, but I want to say 16 count, all the floss provided. Now, let me tell you a few things about this piece. It was a fun, easy stitch until you got to the border. I started in the middle and then I worked my way out. So each little section was a finish that felt so good. And I forget how much fun Ada is to stitch on. Now, there was a lot of white stitching, which is not my favorite, but look how it shows up on that green. But let me tell you, that border, which does not look that involved, took some time. In my mind, I thought, okay, got to be methodical about this. So I did color completion. I started with, what did I start with? The light green, and then the dark green, and then the red, and then finally the little white around each edge there. It was worth every bit of frustration because it's a beautiful border that sets off the piece perfectly. And I cannot commend their kits enough to you. They are well thought out. The pattern is easy to follow. The threads come on a nice little cardboard thread sorter that's already sorted. So go for Historical Sampler Company. I'm ready for another one, honestly. But yay for this finish. So we're going to get it framed now to have it ready for next Christmas. And let me show you that cover again. Mine got a little bumpy. I don't know what happened, but it was that way in the store. And it is a bag, so you can store your project in there if you like. Such fun. Loved that stitch, every minute of it. Then I have a lot of WIPS to show you, and as you know, I have more WIPS than I like to count. In fact, I had to laugh with my friend Natalie, Home Sweet Home Handmade, when she was doing one of her latest videos, and she said, I'm not doing a WIP parade because we would be here all week, and I just hooted because that is the truth about my WIPS. But I am on a goal, a mission to finish some WIPs in this new year. So keep me accountable for that. I really want to do that. So let's start with some WIPs. You remember that I had done a piece from this lovely book, Countryside Cross Stitch, by Lilli, Violette. Her name is Tania Santarelli. And I had finished The Girl at the Beach, and I didn't pull that one out to show you, but I'm going to do a Flosstube extra of some finishes that are not framed, so you'll see that. The one I'm working on now is called Oliver. Now, Oliver is the little dachshund. So I have decided to make Oliver Lucy. So my dachshund is a girl. I've changed her coloring because she is not as dark as little Oliver, and I've changed her little heart to a pink one. I had finished the girl in the picture months ago and wanted to start the dachshund. So I want to show you how close I am to a finish. These designs, again, are just delightful stitches. DMC, whatever fabric you have on hand. Oh my goodness, I'm pretty sure my husband ordered it from Amazon, but I want a whole wall of these. I think the next one I want to work on is called Love Letters. Let me show you that one, but I may change my mind. It's just such beautiful design, and the colors can only make you smile. So here we are. And I would have finished Miss Lucy last night, but my eyes started to cross. I could not see where the holes were. So you can see that I've made Lucy pretty close to her color. She is a long-haired dachshund, and of course the little black nose. And I hope those ears are as close as I can get. But I need to finish her back leg and the bottom of this little foot, and of course her tail, and then fill in just right here. I would have finished her last night. I think I was just so tired that all I could do was get ready for bed. So the boy will go over here, and then of course the flowers up above. So I'm not close to a finish, but these do work up fairly quickly. So maybe by the spring, this will be ready to join my beach girl, and I can decide then how I want to frame those. I'm thinking hoops, but we'll see. Fun again, and just such cheerful colors and stitching. All right, I have another one that I have been traveling with because it is an easy one to do while we're traveling, but it seems to go on and on. I am going to finish it. Teresa Kogut. It's called Two in a Bush. This does not do it justice, this picture, at all. Mine is on a green even weave that was a gift to me, so I don't know anything about what the fabric is, but I think it's perfect for this design. So I have finished the side that you see on my left, and I started the bird on the other side. What you'll notice down in the corner is the beginning of that border, which is going to take some time. I'll show you that picture again in a minute. But oh my word, this is perfect for our upcoming Valentine's Day. Although there's no hope that I'll get it finished before then. Maybe by next Valentine's Day. I love the colors, I love the design, and of course flowers and hearts and birds. So the beginning of that border, I will show you. If you can see, all of this is stitched. So there's a lot of stitching there. I thought about leaving some of that out, but guys, it needs that border. And I can do mindless stitching. So loving Teresa Kogut's design, and we'll be excited to be able to hang this someday, maybe within this year. Again, an even weave 28 count with the called for DMC. Just really a delightful stitch. And maybe I'll chip away at the border as I chip away at the design. I'll be thinking about that. Okay, now there is a piece I would love to finish that is an owl forest design. And you know I've completed one owl forest. Excuse me, I'm reaching. Where is my picture? Oh, here we are. And I'm wanting to finish this one. This is the one my husband picked out. He loves the Russian architecture. And of course, these are our colors. It's called Russian Windows. I've had this going for years and years, and it's just close enough that I really might make it happen this year. I would love to show you some of their absolutely gorgeous floss. Let me try to get this here for you. To me, their charts and their floss are just amazing. And they have a lot of free charts on their website. So search Owl, O-W-L, Forest. Oh, pickle. I can never hold threads like other people to make them look beautiful. But you can see these beautiful colors. Here's the green. Look at that variegation. And then these blues. So you see why this appealed to him. I'm not sure where we'll hang it, but we will definitely find a place. Those are some of the colors. So here is where I am. I have it on the board. Do excuse my needle minder. All right. So you can see the windows that are completed. And this border is finished. I started the one up here. I need to just get that done. And the one down here. So you see what I have left. It's a lot of this here and then the rest of the board. Let me get you up close because you can see the colors better. Those kitties in the window and the plants. So this is the one I had worked on before I put it away. And I had completed this design there. So there's a story to this one and the reason it went into timeout, but it's out of timeout now. I think the downside of having so many WIPs is you forget how many threads, what is your fabric, what are you doing. People, I had stitched, let me see, both of these windows with 2 strands of floss. This calls for, with this fabric, 1 strand of floss. So these 2 windows just popped. They were so bright. There was no way to leave that. And of course, look how much it would have compared to. I had to get it right. So it took me days, honestly, to rip out. Why did I not see this? Sometimes I just wonder what my mind is doing. But anyway, I got them ripped out. Bah. And I started putting them back. And how lovely they are now with the appropriate number of floss strands. So then I went up and did this one and started this. Well, actually, this is one window here. I cannot even, but I guess we all have mistakes where we just say, I can't even think where that came from. Will this not be a lovely piece once I finish it? And hopefully we can find a spot, a place of honor for it. He loves it, and I do too. I was just angry with it there for a while. So, Owl Forest Embroidery, Russian windows. All right, we have several more WIPs. So, thanks to Seashore Stitcher, Barbara, and Mary, excuse me. I had a new start as soon as I finished my Christmas piece. And this is a free chart on Sullivan Floss's website. It's sullivansusa.net. And Barbara on Seashore Stitcher found the chart, shared it with us, and she has stitched it. So please go check out her beautiful finish. So we got this copied. This is all you need. The chart is on the bottom and it's free, so I guess it's okay for me to show. And then I gathered my floss. As you can see, it's very bright and colorful. And since it's from the Sullivan's Floss website, obviously they're giving you Sullivan numbers, and I didn't have much Sullivans. I had a few. So Sweet Barbara had done the conversion, which I have written here. And instead of this metallic, she used a white. So I just used B5200, and I really think that's going to be perfect. Then Mary, who is a fabric dyeing queen, let me tell you, inspired me to dye my fabric. So I bought a 16 count Ada. And guys, I don't know if you can tell this is pink, but I dyed it pink with a raspberry tea bag. So it smells rather fruity, I'm afraid. Anyway, this is my little start. Now, is it upside down? No, this is it. Oh, how fun. Another fun Ada stitch. So I'm going to keep working on this. I think this will travel well also. How bright and cheerful. So thank you to those precious ladies who inspire other stitchers. And thank you, Sullivans, for a beautiful free graph. All right, 2 more WIPs, and then I'll share 3 more WIPs, actually, a quick crochet. I've always wanted to do a blessing sampler, and since I had finished the Christmas piece, and I knew that the Sullivan's Floss chart was going to be short and sweet, I pulled out Brenda Gervais, Rejoice Evermore, definitely a favorite verse. We had gotten fabric, and we had gotten some of the specialty flosses. with thy needle and thread does not give you DMC conversions. So you have to figure it out yourself or get the specialty flosses. Well, I took the time to try to convert. You can see my work here. But guys, it just wasn't. For this design, it was not what I wanted. So my husband said, late Christmas, let's go buy your specialty flosses, which we did at our local Wild Cactus Needlework and Framing, darling new shop in our area. And I have to show you these beautiful flosses because I just don't do this often. Oops, see, I can't do it. These are the WIPS die works, which you're not going to be able to see. Let me hold them up. And maybe if I do like Sally, oh, bad lighting, guys. But aren't they lovely? And then we have the Gentle Art. Oh, I love those. And one more WIPS that fell out. This one's very familiar. It's called Lancaster Red. And then Classic Color Works. That deep fennel I've used before. It is such a beautiful blue. And then I love the title of this one, Root Beer Float. It's kind of a brownish pink. Really sweet. So I got to start on this one. And the only reason it got put aside was because my eyes were not cooperating because I chose to do it on 36 count. Let me stand up, please excuse me. And this is 36 count. 36 count. Barb's Blonde. RR, what is RR? Is it R&R? 36 count Barb's Blonde. Well, you all will know what that is. I do not. So here is my start. We have the house and one window and a start of the flower urn and a flower on the top. And I hope you can see that. But I'd like to get back into the flowers and I'd also like to get back into the house. And let me show you the picture again. I have a long way to go. Oops. Oh, pickle. There we go. If I got those flowers done, I could start a bird and I could keep working on the house. That's going to be, oh, beautiful. Now you can see those colors better. And of course that verse, excuse me, let me put this down, from 1 Thessalonians, rejoice evermore. I will love having that as a reminder on my wall. Her designs are so beautiful. Okay, and the last one is my needlepoint, which I'm such a beginner, but this was a kit my husband gave me from Primavera, and it is the storefront of Liberty in London. So I guess it will be a cushion when we finish. And you've been shown my frame that the Sweet Needlework shop in Cleburne did for me. It's one of the wood, oh people, I got to put something behind this. One of the wooden needlepoint frames. Hang on, let me get my board because you got to see the progress on this. Forgive me for being all over the place. Okay, let's try this now. You've seen the sky finish, so I've done some work. Let's see if we can get it to you on the building. This was a specialty stitch, which they showed me at the store. So I did all the roof in what I guess you'd call continental. I call it half cross stitch. And the weather vane. And I've started the black part of the building with the gray there on the inside. Long way to go, but isn't this going to be super cool? So it's a change of pace to do the needlepoint needle, the needlepoint wools, and then have this big frame in your lap or on your stand. And I'll show you again, I know I've shown you before, the beautiful anchor wool. You can see, sorry for crinkling. All those colors just mixed up in there. In another video, I'll have to show you the beautiful kits my husband bought me in England. I have 2 more needlepoints to work on, but nothing is coming out of its bag until this one is finished. Okay, there's a little crochet and 1 British find that we're enjoying, and I'll let you go for today. I'm up to 25.5 minutes, guys. I've just talked and talked, and I've missed you. We have a niece who is expecting a sweet baby girl in April, and I finally found some yarn that I thought would be appropriate. Sweet baby girl has a big brother. So this is another one of my baby bees. It's called Sweet Delights Prints. And it is called Bubblegum because it has the pinks and the whites. Is this all acrylic? I don't think it's telling me. Well, that's silly. I thought I had read it. But it is super, super soft. And I've had good experience with Baby Bee. So I am using an H or a 5mm hook. And again, because I can do this without too much thinking, I'm doing my linen stitch. And this is my little small start. But I'm really enjoying working on that for her and praying for that sweet baby. I don't know if you can see that stitch. So that will be a work in progress, and I hope I can get it finished in time. I'm still working on the big Afghan for our 13-year-old granddaughter, and I take it with me to Bible study, but I've got a good bit to do on that. So much to do and not a lot of time. Okay, quick beverage conversation and I'll let you go. When we were in England in November, December, we spent a couple of nights in Cambridge and that was a lot of fun. We enjoyed that little city. And in our hotel, they provided these coffee bags. Now, we're big coffee drinkers. We also enjoy tea a lot. But when we tried these, Taylor's of Harrogate, rich Italian coffee bags, and this is roast 4. I think that's considered a darker roast. We had to order some, and they just came yesterday. We're going to be enjoying these for a long time because we have a big box of these bags. But you put boiling water, you put the coffee in and you add the boiled water, not quite still boiling. Stir it and then brew for 4 minutes. And you've got a really good cup of coffee. So if you're in England, let me know if you've tried these. Or if you're like us, you want to order directly to enjoy. Highly recommend, especially in the afternoon if you don't want to brew a pot of coffee and you don't want to use your Keurig or you don't have a Keurig. It's really good. I commend that. My friends, let me know what you're up to. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, welcome. To all my old friends and viewers and subscribers, you don't know how much I've missed you. It's just crazy. So I need to get busy stitching and crocheting and needle pointing so that I can come back to see you. I do plan a Flosstube extra of all those finishes that have not been framed. That will come up next. And then we'll try to get back with a regular Flosstube within a month, maybe. Ooh, I hate to speak it. It never happens. I'm committed to try to do better. Sending love and thanks for all you do to encourage me. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.